Whew. Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Freebooters franchise here in year number 7. Last episode, we had a doubleheader against the Moose on the road, and well, we swept it 7-3 and 10-2 as we extended our winning streak 7 games in a row. And with that, we also locked up the number 1 seed in the conference as well as the division. Really, these last 3 games have no bearing on our outlook for the rest of the season. We're just doing this for posterity's sake. Today's matchup is going to be one that I have the least interest in, so we're just going to knock this out real quick. We're placing the last place team, Wild Pigs, who come into this matchup 4-10. We come in 11-2. Pat Griffin on the hill, 2-0 on the year with a 3.32 ERA and a 1.37 whip for us. And on the mound for them is veteran Durbin Holmes. These two squared off earlier in the year, and we got the we actually lost this game against Holmes. This was a no decision for Griffin. Bullpen blew it late, I believe. This was Elliot Rums's loss of the season. Holmes 0-2 on the year with a 6.75 ERA and a 1.94 whip. I'm going to take a quick look at the lineup today for the hot corner, for the Freebooters, Jesus. Burnett, the rookie, leads off at third base. He's locked in. Then it's the first baseman, Stump Pitts, the captain, locked in, batting second. Hester Reliable, the shortstop, went 5 for 5 last game, is batting third. Batting fourth is the center fielder, Nico Jennings, who's locked in. Batting fifth is the DH, Harsh McFreddy. Batting sixth is the catcher, Efrett Ho. He is tense. Batting 7th is the left fielder, Parker Freeman, the backup catcher. He is locked in. Batting 8th is right fielder, Dominic Burnside. And batting 9th and 10th is second baseman, Cole Salmon. Let's jump into it here as we're going to have a fun time here. Alright, we're on the road. This is our final home game of the season as we're going to be at Founders Field. This will end our stretch of 3 straight road games here on our final road trip of the season. Really, this game has no bearing on the season as the Wild Pigs are already out of playoff contention. They're fighting for 4th place right now. They are tied with the Moose. Both teams are, of course, at... Moose are at 4-10, I believe, or... They're at 6-10 either way, and the Wild Pigs are at 4-10, so they are not looking so hot. Or, I think the Moose are at 5-10. I believe they're at 5-10, so the Wild Pigs are trying to keep pace. Looking at the batting lineup for the Wild Pigs, it's going to be an interesting one. Hicks intense, then Cracker, Evans, okay. Alright, I'll read it later. Burnett, Pitts, and Reliable up first here against Holmes, the veteran. What could be his final season. Played all 7 with the Wild Pigs in this playthrough. Leading off is the rookie third baseman, Colton Burnett, who's locked in. Hitting .471 right now with 2 homers and 9 RBIs. For Holmes on the year, in his 3 starts, he's taken the loss twice. He's 0-2. Seems to be a common theme in their rotation by the look of things. 6.75 ERA and a 1.94 whip. He's given up 12 earned runs, an average of 4 a start. 16 innings pitched, which is an average of about 5 1/3 innings per start. 23 hits given up, 3 of them homers. He has walked 8 and struck out 13. Batting average against .324 in the air is the highest in the rotation for the Wild Pigs. Holmes looking to have a good final start to end his campaign on a high note. Burnett's ready. Let's get it on. Ooh, good changeup from Burnett to start it off. Curveball hangs on the second pitch as it's driven to center field. This should be an easy catch, though, for Intense. And the rookie will put it away, 1 down. Next up is the first baseman, Stump Pitts, who's locked in. Captain hitting .519 with 3 homers and 8 RBIs as he has contact for his right-hander active in this situation. Good take on that inside curve, ball 1. Changeup low, 2-0 the count to Pitts. Strike up and in, caught the corner, 2-1. Slider middle of the plate, ripped up the middle, past the diving Kaufman in the right center field. That is a base hit for Pitts. First hit today for the Freebooters, and it's their captain to get it started. That'll bring up the shortstop, Hester Reliable. He is neutral right now. He went 5 for 5 last game with a home run. Hitting .360 on the year now with 3 homers, 12 RBIs, and he has low pitch and power versus right-hander active. Holmes paying attention to Pitts over there, and there's the pickoff, ball 1. He's taking a little bit too long for my liking. And there's another pickoff. Really don't want Pitts to steal here. They got muddy water behind the plate due to the weaker of the 2 catchers' arm rise. Strike at the knees on that one, 0-1. Forkball middle of the plate is popped up, shallow right center. Calling for it is Intense. He should make the catch, 2 down. That'll bring up Jennings, the center fielder, locked in, hitting .411, 3 homers and 12 RBIs on the year for Nico. Curveball in there at the knees, 0-1. Pick off, and they knew Pitts was going. They got him in the rundown, and that's going to end the inning. Pitts was caught stealing. That'll end the inning. Bottom one, Hicks, Intense, and Cracker do up against for the Griffin for the Wild Pigs. DH Darcy Hicks leading off. Intense right now, hitting a .185 on the year with a homer, 2 RBIs. Let's look at Griffin's numbers here on the year. First up for Pitts. His second attempt to steal this year, he's 1 for 2. Griffin in his 3 starts is 2-0 on the opposite end of the spectrum from Holmes. 3.32 ERA and a 1.37 WHIP. 7 earned runs given up in those 3 starts, averaged just over 2 a game. 19 innings pitched, which is an average of 6 1/3 innings a start. 22 hits surrendered, 1 of them a homer. He has walked 4, struck out 15, and has a batting average against a .301. Lineup for the Wild Pigs will look like this. After Hicks, it is the center fielder, Marty Intense, the rookie. And it's the first baseman today, Jack Cracker. He'll bat 3rd. Right fielder, Flash Evans, is locked in. He is batting 4th. Kitty Kaufman at second base will bat 5th. Chimo Gaspar, the shortstop, will bat 6th. Henry Hamster, the third baseman, is Tense. He'll bat 7th. Batting 8th is the left fielder today, Alex Watts. And batting 9th is catcher Gauze Muddywater. First pitch in there from Griffin. We're underway. Hard rip on the curveball to Burnett. 1 hopper. He'll make the play. 1 down. That'll bring up Intense, the center fielder, hitting .255, 3 RBIs on the year. No homers yet in the campaign for Intense, despite having outside pitch active. Griffin ahead 1-2. Curveball down and in is fouled off by Intense as he stays alive. 1-2. Two-seamer White chased it in the dirt. Strike 3. First punch out for Griffin today. 2 down. That'll bring up the first baseman, Jack Cracker, hitting .341. 2 homers and 8 RBIs on the year. Heater in there for a strike, 0-1. Two-seamer low, 1-1. Fastball away is lined at the middle, and that is a base hit for Cracker as he gets it through. That will keep the inning alive for the 4-hitter for the Pigs. That is right fielder Flash Evans, who is locked in, hitting .234 here with 1 homer, 4 RBIs on the year. Rips the first pitch curveball foul, 0-1. Two-seamer Way is fouled off, 0-2. Change up inside, chased it, strike 3. Second punch out for Griffin, and he gets through the inning scoreless. To the second, 1 hit for each side. Jennings, McFreddy, and Ho do up against Holmes. Jennings will reset his at-bat here as he's hitting .411 with 3 homers and 12 RBIs. Foul high, 1-0. Liner on the second pitch, and Kaufman catches it at the shoe tops, 1 down. Next up's the DH Harsh McFreddy, hitting .417, 3 RBIs on the year. Good take, change up in the dirt, ball 1. Heater's high, 2-0. Change up middle of the plate, line to left center. Hanging up though for Intense to make the catch, 2 down. Base is empty for Ho, the catcher, who's Tense, hitting .333. 2 homers, 10 RBIs on the year with outside pitch active. Fastball fouled off, 0-1. Curveball's outside, 1-1. Fastball up and in, fisted foul, just out of the reach of the diving Cracker, 1-2. Change-up rip foul, Ho stays alive, 1-2. Heater's high, 2-2. Curveball down and in, fouled off as Ho stays alive again. Heater high, full count now as Ho's working it here. Slider inside, hit at the middle, diving is Gaspar to make the stop. Fires the first in time, and that ends the inning. Good battle from Ho, but he does not win it. 2-3 inning for Holmes. Bottom 2, Kaufman, Gaspar, and Hamster do up. Here's the second baseman, Kitty Kaufman, hitting .232 on the year with 6 RBIs. She's batting 5th today. Two on the count to Kaufman. Curveball line to left, right at Freeman. He'll make the catch. One down. Next up is the shortstop, Chimo Gaspar, batting 6th today for the Wild Pigs, hitting .257, 3 homers and 5 RBIs. Fastball at the knees, turned on by Gaspar. He rips that in the right center field. That is long gone off the top of the, I guess that's gym out there. It might be a concession stand, I'm not sure. Solo homer for Gaspar, his 4th of the year, and he takes a 1-0 lead here for the Wild Pigs. I'll bring up the third baseman, Henry Hamster, batting 7th today. He's 10th, hitting .288. 1 homer and 8 RBIs on the year as he is high pitch active here. Fouls the first pitch off, 0-1. Fastball's low, 1-1. Curveball down on the way, dribbler to third, charging Burnett. He'll barehand and fire in time, 2 down. Pardon me, that'll bring up left fielder Alex Watts, hitting .300 on the year with a homer, 3 RBIs here in the 8th slot today. Swings through a fastball, 0-1. Curveball at the knees, inside, 0-2. Down on the way, check swing low, good take, 1-2. Up and in, swung through it, strike 3. Third punch out today for Griffin, and that ends the inning. 1 run for the Wild Pigs, though, and the solo home run by Chimo Gaspar. Till the third, Pigs up 1-0. Freeman, Burnside, and Salmon do up.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 66.
Oh, thank you, Uzumaki CM, for the follow. Thank you. Holmes locked in here after 2 shutout innings as Freeman, the backup catcher, will take a slider inside, 1-0. Freeman in left field today is locked in, hitting .600 with 3 homers and 10 RBIs on the year. Really coming into his own this season. Has the highest batting average on the team in limited at-bats as he's ahead 2-0 in the count now. Change up down and in, sky ball to left center field. He got a good piece, but he got under it. Watts will make the catch, 1 down. That'll bring up Burnside, the right fielder. Contact was right-hander active here for Dominic as he's hitting .256. 4 RBIs in the year as he's batting in the 8th slot today. Takes a slider at the letters, 0-1. Outside with that one, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, line to right field, but that's going to be right at Evans for the second out. Is that hung up? That'll bring up the 9-hitter, Cole Salmon, the Fishman. The second baseman is tense, hitting .280. 1 homer, 10 RBIs on the year as he's tense currently with inside pitch active. Not hitting well the past couple of games. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Outside with that one, 1-1. I believe he only had 1 hit the entire Moose series last episode in those 2 games. So that's like a 1 for 9, 1 for 10 stretch. Not great. Outside, 2-1. Working the count in his favor. Curveball hangs, and he was caught out with the power swing. That's a pop-up shallow right. Kaufman calls off Evans, and she'll make the catch to end the inning. To the third, bottom half. We're still down 1. 1-2-3 inning for Holmes again as Muddy Water, Hickson, and Tense are due up. Leading off the inning for the Wild Pigs is backup catcher Gauze Muddy Water. Batting .154 with an RBI on the season. Getting the start today over primary catcher rookie Count Heath, who is a little bit tired. Cuts through a fastball as that fools her at the knees, 0-1. Change of ways outside, 1-1. Seam up and in. Ooh, just high and inside, 2-1. Fastball down and in. Turned on by Muddy Water and ripped foul. Out of play, though, in the second deck, 2-2. Well, down in the way. Called strike 3 at the knees. Good frame job. 4th strikeout today for Griffin. 1 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Hicks, who's 0 for 1 today. Fastball away for a strike, going 1. Change down, swung through it, strike 2. 2-seamer up and in, fisted to second, 1 hopper. Salmon makes the stop. 2 down. That'll bring up center fielder Marty Intense, the rookie. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch fastball's inside, ball 1. Ball down, grounded to first. Pitts backhands it, flips to Griffin, in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Pat to the 4th. It's still a 1-run game. Burnett, Pitts, and Reliable do up against Holmes, who's cruising right now. Only one hit given up so far through 3 innings, and that hit was erased on a picked-off runner on the base pass. Leading off is the rookie Colton Burnett. He's 0 for 1 today. Popped out his first time up. Inside, 1-1. Fastball up, line to third, but it's right at Hamster, 1 down. Next up is Pitts, responsible for the only hit today. He singled, then was picked off trying to steal second base. Takes it high, ball 1. Slider middle in is ripped up the middle. Another hit for Pitts as he's 2 for 2. And he will remain the only freebooter with a hit so far. Gonna bring up Reliable, who's 0 for 1. Reliable flew out his first time up. Slider below the knees, lined in the center field. That blooper is going to be a base hit. Reliable with his first hit today. He's 1 for 2. That'll put 2 on with 1 down now for the cleanup hitter, Nico Jennings. 0 for 1 so far. Jennings flew out his first time up. Takes it high, ball 1. Curveball low, 2-0. Late on the up and in heater, 2-1. Change away, rip foul, 2-2. Holmes looking to fight back into it here. Change away, blooper to left center field. That'll find the gap, and that's going to score a run. As Pitts was running on the play, he'll make it to home safely on the single. 1-1 as we're tied. And as a bonus, Reliable gets the third. Runners at the corners for McFreddy, who's 0 for 1 today. Flew out his first time up. Steeler active for Jennings at first base. That slider's inside, ball 1. Paying attention to him, there's the pickoff. Now he should do another one here. Outside heater, 2-0 the count to Harsh. Slider's in there at the letters, 2-1. Runner goes, fastball's high, ball 3, throw down from Muddy Waters late. It's an easy stolen base for Jennings, as that puts 2 in scoring position for Harsh with a 3-1 count. Jennings' 6th attempt to steal this year. He is now 5 for 6 on the season. Muddy Water with a good RBI chance here with only 1 down. And he takes the walk. That fastball was high. Bases will be juiced now for Everett Ho, the catcher. Good battle his first time up that ended in a ground out. Ho saw almost 10 pitches that at bat. Looking to turn his fortunes around at the plate here. Holmes is no longer locked in after the 3 hits and the walk. Changes away, ball 1. Fastball's away, 2-0. Changeup up in the zone, lined up the middle off of Gaspar's glove. That's into shallow center. That gets away from all the fielders. Harsh is gunned out at third, but it's a double for Ho as 2 runs will score. It's 3-1 Freebooters. I'll bring up Freeman, who's lined out the left field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Looking to cash in his battery mate up there. His mentor there at the catcher position. Stands out at second base as Holmes is now tense, having given up 3 runs this inning. Changed away, line to right field. That's right at Evans, though, and that will end the inning. Still a 3-run swing for the Freebooters as we get a 2-run double from Ho and an RBI single from Nico Jennings. 3-1 the score to the bottom of the 4th. Cracker, Evans, and Kaufman do up against Griffin. Here's Cracker, 1 for 1 today with the single. Ooh, just low, 1-0. Fastball away, caught the knees, 1-1. Seamer up and in, sky ball by Cracker to left field. Freeman retreating, finding it, make the catch, 1 down. That's gonna bring up the right fielder, Flash Evans, who's 0 for 1 today. Where is that going? Oh my god, I got distracted by something real quick, sorry. Want to know the count? Ball away, 2-0. Seamer up and in, line to center field by Evans. Sliding is Jennings, and he'll make a nice catch. Great robbery, 2 down. Gonna bring up Kaufman, 0 for 1 today. Curveball up and away, and the first pitch is just outside. Ball 1 as Griffin's locked in here. Fastball's low. Breaks the bat, though. She chases it, and it's barehanded by Pitts. He'll tap the bag, and that will end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning for Griffin as he's mowing him down now to the 5th. 3-1 still the score as Burnside, Salmon, and Burnett are due up for us. Right fielder Dominic Burnside leading off the inning. He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out his first time up. Change up in there, 0-1. Outside curve, 1-1 from Holmes. Curveball at the knees, blooper to center field, and that will get in for Burnside as he will lead off the inning with a single and put the speedy right fielder on at first base. That'll bring up Salmon next. He's 0 for 1. Still tense, unfortunately, as he popped out his first time up. Pick off to first, nothing doing as Burnside gets back. Runner goes, next pitch. Strike at the letters on the heater. Throw down is late. It's a stolen base for Burnside. Using that great speed to his advantage, Dominic on the year now is 2 for 2. That was his second attempt this year. Salmon 0-1 the count now to him. Inside heater misses from Holmes, 1-1. Change up high, 2-1. Change up away, he pops it up. Shallow left center field, out for it, Gaspar. He's there. Makes the catch for the first out. Brings up Burnett, 0 for 2 today. Still locked in, though, for the rookie. Curveball at the knees, waiting on it, driving deep to left center field, but that's going to hang up. Intense there to make the catch. 2 down in the inning as the runner retreats to second. Gave it a ride, but it ran out of gas, and that'll bring up Pitts, who's 2 for 2. Heater outside, ball 1. Strike in there on the heater, 1-1. Curveball's inside to Pitts, 2-1. Curveball up and in, line to center field. That is a base hit, and that might score a runner. Rounding third is Burnside. He's going to try and score. Throw to the plate is cut by Cracker, and they'll have Pitts in a run down. He'll be tagged out at first to end the inning. But it's an RBI single for him, as that makes it a 4-1 game, as he's now 3 for 3 with an RBI. Bottom 5 are up 4-1 now. Gaspar, Hamster, and Watts due up. Chimo Gaspar, the shortstop, leads off. Only run for so far for the Wild Pigs is off his bat as he homered for the 4th time this season. Back in the second inning on a low curveball. First pitch fastball to him is a strike at the letters, 0-1. Change ups away, outside, 1-1. Ball down and in, bounces, 2-1. Fastball down at the knees, grounded in the hole to first. Pitts will backhand it. He'll flip to Griffin. In time, 1 down. Next up is Hamster, who's 0 for 1 with the ground out. His 2-seamer up and in is popped out of play, 0-1. Ball down in the way, is in the dirt, bouncing, 1-1. Fastball down and in, ripped foul by Hamsters. He's early on it now, 1-2. Down in the way, line grounded at the middle, and that's a base hit as Hamster will have his first hit today. He's 1 for 2. Good job to wait back on the changeup, and Griffin is no longer locked in with that hit. That'll bring up the left fielder Watts. Alex is 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging his first time up, line that first pitch fastball into right center field. That'll be another base hit. Hamster holds it second. Watts now 1 for 2, and that'll bring up Muddy Water 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Change up at the left. 2-seamer at the letters for a strike, 0-1. Fastball away, swung through it, 0-2. Fastball up and in, chased it high, strike 3. 5th punch up for Griffin today, 2 down in the inning. Muddy Water is now tense. That'll bring up Hicks, who's 0 for 2. Griffin started this with 15 strikeouts, right? Yes, he did. So that was 5 for him so far. 2-seamer ways, fouled back, 0-1. Change up inside, way out in front of it, 0-2. Curve up and away, pop foul out of play by Hicks, still 0-2. Fastball down and in, grounded up the first base line, Pitts there for it, behind the bag, he'll take it to the bag himself, and that ends the inning, as Griffin will strand the 2 base runners to the 6th. It's still a 4-1 game. Reliable, Jennings and McFreddy to up middle of the lineup. He's reliable, 1 for 2, singled his last time up, and he scored a run. Slider at the knees, lined at the middle, and that's a base hit. Reliable with his second single today. He's 2 for 2, or 2 for 3. My bad, can't count. Next up is Jennings, 1 for 2, RBI single last time up. Curve in there from Holmes, floating, 0-1. Curveball at the knees, sky ball to right center field. This is hanging up for Intense. I'll make the catch, 1 down. That's going to bring up McFreddy. Walked his last time up to load the bases, and then he was thrown out trying to get to third in the inning. 0-1 with the fly out. Fastball up, swung late, 0-1 as Holmes blows the heater by him. Holmes no longer tense out there as he gets one high over this plate, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, McFreddy lines it to right field. That will take Evans to the warning track, but he'll make the catch, 2 down. Now to bring up Ho. 2-run double his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. He's also grounded out. Strike the letters on the inner third, 0-1. Curveball inside, caught the zone, 0-2. Change it down and in, bloop down the left field line. That is a base hit for Ho, as that will keep the inning alive here. First and second with 2 down. Brings up Freeman, who's 0 for 2. And that'll do it for Holmes, as he will exit after 5 2/3 innings. Coming out of the bullpen is the right-hander, Molly Pops, former Wide Loads pitcher. Molly on the season is 2-0 with a 3.14 ERA and a 0.91 WHIP. 7 runs given up, 5 of them earned in 7 appearances. She's thrown 14 1/3 innings, giving up 11 hits, 2 of them home runs. She's also walked 2 batters and struck out 16. Batting average against 200 on the year, is the best out of the bullpen for the Pigs this season. She's fully rested and ready to square off. Fastball inside, misses to Freeman, 0-1. Curveball's outside, 2-0. Fastball down the middle, line to left center field. That's in the gap. That's going to score at least 1. Now, there's good wheels at first base. We're going to send him as well. It's a 2-run double for Freeman, as both runners will score. Reliable and Ho. That's 6-1 Freebooters. And Freeman will continue his good hitting. Next up is Burnside, 1 for 2 with a single. His last time at the plate, he also stole a base. Pops now tense. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Curveball hangs and Burnside turns on it, drives it deep left center field. Cannonball coming at you in the 3rd row. First home run of the year for Dominic Burnside, and it was a big one. It's a 2-run shot, and it breaks the game open. It is now 8-1 Wild Pigs. Both those runs will be charged to Pops. The other 2 were charged to Holmes. Next up is Salmon, 0 for 2 today. Popped out twice today. Fastball low from Pops, ball 1. Heater up and in, caught the corner, 1-1. Away with it, 2-1. Fastball middle in, sky ball to center. Liner is going right at Intense. He'll make the catch, and that ends the inning. Bottom 6, a 4 spot on the board for the Freebooters as we double our run total. 8-1 the score to the bottom of the 6th. Intense, Cracker, and Evans do up against Griffin. Here's Intense, 0 for 2 today with 1 strikeout. Griffin locked in once more as he falls behind 2-0 in the count. 2-seamer in, down and in, grounded to short. Easy play for Reliable. 1 down. Next up is Cracker, who's 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. Change away, called a strike, 0-1. Ball down and in, bouncing, 1-1. Fastball up, high, 2-1. 2-seamer down and in is low, 3-1. Changeup hangs. Cracker fouls it off, though. Full count. Fastball away. Sky ball to left field. Freeman there for it. Makes the catch with 2 down. Next up is Evans, 0 for 2 today. No longer locked in. Robbed of a nice base hit last time as he lined to center field shallow, and Jennings came sliding in to rob him. Curveball outside. Ball 1. Fastball up and away. Strike called. 1-1. Seamer middle in, blooped up the middle. Diving's Reliable to knock it down. That will be an infield single for Evans, who has great speed. Good effort from Reliable. He just couldn't get there. That'll extend the inning for Kaufman, who's 0 for 2 as well. Broken back ground out the first base last time up as bad jumps activates for Evans over at first base. Two-seamer down and away, fouled off, 0-1. Fastball down and in, ground and then to hold a second. Salmon over for it. He'll make the play to first. That ends the inning. Another scoreless one from Griffin, giving up only one hit to the 7th. It's 8-1. Burnett, Pitts, and Reliable do up against Pops. There's Colton Burnett, 0 for 3 today for the rookie at the top of the lineup as he is no longer locked in. Flew out his last time up. Beater high from Pops, ball 1, who's still tense after last inning. Swung through the one at the knees, 1-1. That one at the knees, line to center field, is going to go right to intense. Makes the catch, 1 down. And that makes Burnett 0 for 4. Brings up Pitts, 3 for 3 days so far. He RBI single last time up, and he was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. Also singled 2 previous times and was thrown out trying to steal a base. Swung through one at the knees, that time 1-1. Fastball down and in, chopped on the ground to second base. This is a tough play in no man's land. It's an infield single for Pitts, who's 4 for 4, as the Wild Pigs couldn't communicate who was going to pick it up between Pops and Kaufman. That'll bring up Reliable, 2 for 3, singled his last 2 times at the plate. He's also scored twice. Fastball at the knees, hit hard at the middle, past the diving Gaspar. Third single for Reliable today. He's 3 for 4. That'll put 2 on with 1 down. Brings up Jennings, 1 for 3 with the RBI single today. Jennings flew out his last time up. Slider in there first, curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Beater high and in, 1-1. Fastball away, popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Muddy Water to the screen, we'll watch it into her glove, and that's 2 down. It's going to bring up McFreddy, 0 for 2 today with a walk. Lined out to right field last time up. Fastball away, line to right field. Guess what? It's right at Evans. That ends the inning. Scoreless one for the Freebooters despite the 2 hits. Bottom 7, Gaspar, Hamster, and Watts do up. There's Gaspar, 1 for 2 with a solo homer today. So far, still the only run. Fastball at the knees. Chop foul out of play, 0-1. Up and in is inside, 1-1. Seamer up and away, outside, 2-1. Fastball down and in, breaking the bat of Gaspar, 2-2 the count. Well, down and away, fouled off, still 2-2. Up and in, inside, full count. Fastball up and away, popped up. In front of the first base bag is Griffin. I'll make the catch, 1 down. Next up is Hamster, 1 for 2 with a single today. Two-seamer down the middle, pulled foul by Hamster as he's early, 0-1. Fastball down and away, grounded in the hole to first, diving his Pitts to his right, flipping to Griffin in time, 2 down. Nice stop, stump. That'll bring up Watts, 1 for 2 with a single today. Watts singled his last time up. He's also struck out as he takes a curveball below the knees, ball 1. Fastball up and away is outside, 2-0. Down and away is a strike at the knees. Good call, Blue. 2-1. Two-seamer's going to hang. That's ripped foul by Watts as he's late. 2-2. Fastball middle in. Lined up the middle softly. Salmon dives. He's not going to get there, and that's a base hit. Second hit today for Watts as he will keep the inning alive here for the Wild Pigs. Bringing up the 9-hitter Muddy Water, who's 0 for 2. And is now tense. Curveball in there, missing inside, 1-0. Fastball down and away is low, 2-0. Two-seamer middle in, check swing call to strike, 2-1. Fastball up and away is outside, 3-1. Change at the knees, swung through it, Muddy Water early, full count. Runner goes, curveball outside, called strike 3. Another frame job as Muddy Water down looking. 6 punch out for Griffin, and that will end his day with a quality start after 7. Another scoreless one in the books to the 8th. We're up 7. Ho, Freeman, and Burnside do up. Effort Ho, 2 for 3 today. He singled his last time up. He's also doubled in 2 runs. He's no longer tense, thanks to those 2 hits. Curveball inside from Pops, misses, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, lined at the middle, and that's a base hit. Ho now 3 for 4. Sets his second single. That'll bring up the backup catcher Parker Freeman in left field today. 1 for 3. 2-run double last time up. He's also flown out twice. Curveball away, popped up. Shallow second base behind the bag. There's Kaufman to make the catch. 1 down. That'll bring up Burnside, who hit a solo home run last time up as he got a fastball right down the middle and said, "Thank you very much, Miss Pops. I'm taking you yard." First of the season for Dominic. Also was a 2-run bomb. Strike away, 0-1. Heater away, fouled off as Dominic now 0 for 2, but he has tough out activate here. Raising the contact rating, and that's dribbled in the hole to second. Kaufman, fielder's choice to first, as that will advance Ho to second. How to bring up Salmon is 0 for 3 intense. We are going to pinch hit for him here. He's coming off the bench. Hold on. Do I have anyone who can play second base? No. Okay. Coming off the bench will be Ham Slamus. Left-handed hitting DH. Probably shouldn't be in the field, but I don't have another second baseman. So Slamus will bat, hitting .286 on the year with a solo homer. Check swing outside, ball 1. Nice take. Chased it outside, left the third base line. Hamster makes the play. That'll end the inning. Bottom 8 we go. We get a hit, but nothing else. Hicks, Intense, and Cracker do up as Griffin done after 7 innings. 1-run ball, 6 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 6 hits given up. Only blemish was the solo home run to Gaspar back in the 2nd inning. Otherwise, Pat pitched a fantastic game. He's in line to improve to 3-0. Hicks leading off the inning, 0 for 3 intense. Slamus remains in the game at second. And coming out of the bullpen, who's due? Anybody, really. Okay. Who's up for them, actually? They have 2 left-handed batters in their lineup. Okay, we're going to go with Parra then. He's the most rested of the group. Kingston Parra, making his 5th appearance of the year, is 1-0 with a 4.91 ERA and an 0.95 WHIP. 4 earned runs given up in 4 appearances, totaling 7 1/3 innings. 4 hits given up, 1 of them a homer. He has struck out 3 and walked 3. Batting average against 160 is the best out of the bullpen this year. Looking to keep his good relief work going for the season. Outside missing with the heater, ball 1. Change up inside, check swing, 1-1. Fork ball down and in, swung over the top of it, 1-2. Pitch coming from Parra, fastball away. Ground to the second, right at Slamus. Makes the easy play, 1 down. Gotta bring up Intense, 0 for 3 today. First pitch curveball down and in from Parra is a called strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball middle in, rip foul by Intense, 0-2. Slider down in the way. Chased it outside, strike 3. Second punch out for Intense today. First for Parra out of the pen. 2 down, and that'll bring up Cracker, who's 1 for 3 with a single. Change up and in is called strike, 0-1. Go down in the way. Blooper to third. Burnett leaps and makes a nice catch. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Parra. And the web gem by the rookie. To the 9th. We're still up 7. Burnett, Pitts, and Reliable do up. Here's Burnett, rookie 0 for 4 today. Gonna pinch hit for him as coming off the bench will be backup third baseman. Actually, anyone else play third besides McFreddy? No. Okay. Yeah, Brown will be coming off the bench to pinch hit. Third baseman is hitting .250 on the year with 2 RBIs. One of the only original batter left from the beginning of the franchise is Brown. We also only have 1 original pitcher. That is Winnie Noel, our ace. Brown will get the at-bat here against Pops, who's starting to tire. Curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Outside with it this time, 1-1. Fastball up and in is fisted on the ground at first. Easy play for Cracker, 1 down. Pop's no longer tense, and that'll bring up Pitts. Infield single last time up. He's 4 for 4 today. 1 RBI in the line score. Fastball high, ball 1. That's high as well, 2-0. Curveball low, 3-0. Curveball at the knees, Pitts sits on it, drives it dead center field, heading for the deepest part of the park near the point. Making the catch, though, is Intense, who runs it down. 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up Reliable, 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Fastball down and in for a strike, 0-1. Curveball down and in, turned on by Reliable, right to right center field to the shallow wall. That is cannonball coming at you there at the, whatever that building is. Another 2 games in a row now with home runs for Reliable, his 4th of the season, and that's also his 13th RBIs. We're up 9-1. I bring up Jennings, 1 for 4 with an RBI single today, and that will do it for Molly Pops. Coming out of the bullpen to try and get the last out is right-hander Elaine Munstar, the former Jacks reliever. Munstar on the season is 0-2 with a 7.94 ERA and a 1.59 WHIP. 10 earned runs given up in 8 appearances, totaling 11 in the 3rd innings. 14 hits surrendered, 3 of them homers. She's also walked 4 and struck out 6. Batting average against .298 on the year for Elaine, which is the highest out of the bullpen. Fastball away to Jennings, low, ball 1. Curveball at the knees, lined into the left center gap. That's going to split him and be a 1-hopper to the wall, as Jennings will have a double out of this. At 2-bagger will extend the inning as he's 2 for 5. Brings McFreddy to the plate, who's 0 for 3 with a walk. Coming off the bench to pinch hit for him will be right fielder Herpy Nixon, the second-year outfielder. Nixon hitting .438 on the year with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Heater outside from Munstar, ball 1. Fastball down the middle, swung late, 1-1. Fastball down in the way, pops it up, shallow center field, this should end the inning. In on an Intense, he'll be called off by Kaufman. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But a solo home run for Hester Reliable makes it a 9-1 game for us. Bottom 9, Evans, Kaufman, and Gaspar are the last chances for the Wild Pigs. Evans 1 for 3 today, singled last time up at the plate. Brown remains in the game at 3rd, as Nixon remains in the game as the DH. First pitch fastball from Parra, swung through, 0-1. Slided down and in, swung through it again, 0-2. Workball down in the way is low, bouncing, 1-2. Fastball up and in, swung through it, strike 3. Punch out for Evans. Punch out for Parra, his 2nd out of the pen, 1 down, and that'll bring up Kaufman, who's 0 for 3. Forkball at the knees, check swing for a strike, 0-1. Up and away, a strike, 0-2. Tough out active for Kaufman here. Curve up and in, fouled back, 0-2. Slider away, outside, good check swing take, 1-2. Fastball down and in is in the dirt, 2-2. Up and in, way out in front of it, strike 3. 3rd punch out for Parra, 2nd in a row, and that's 2 down in the inning for Gaspar. Solo home run today is the only offense for the Wild Pigs. He's 1 for 3 and locked in. First pitch fastball, middle in, check swing strike, 0-1. Good ball away is outside, 1-1. Change up and in, popped up, shallow left. Reliable out for it. Shortstop puts it away, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 for Parra. 6 up and 6 down for him out of the pen as the Freebooters win easily today, 9-1, as we extend our winning streak to 8 games and we improve to 12-2 on the season. I believe we're 1 win away from setting a franchise record in wins. Good offensive day as we showed out in the middle innings and then just cruised to the end. And also had great pitching performance from our starter and reliever. Looking at the box score, hitless today were Burnett, McFreddy, Salmon, as well as all 3 pinch hitters were hitless as well. Brown, Nixon, and Slamus. 3-hit day for Effort Ho, drives in 2. Freeman drives in 2 on a double. Burnside drives in 2, 1 on a homer, 1 on a single, I believe. Jennings, RBI single. Reliable, solo homer. And Pitts, an RBI single. On the Wild Pigs side, they only had 6 hits. Hitless today were Hicks, Intense, Kaufman, and Muddy Water. 2 hits for Alex Watts, 1 hit for Gaspar, which was the solo homer, the only run. Hamster had a single, Evans had a single, and Cracker also had a single. Watts' 2 hits were both singles as well, so they had 5 singles and a home run. Pitching lines, Pat Griffin's quality start for him, 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 1 home run, 6 strikeouts. He improves to 3-0 on the year as he gets the win. perfect 2 innings out of the bullpen, striking out 3 batters, dropping his ERA under 4. And then on the other side, Dorbin Holmes, the veteran, 5 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 walk. He falls to 0-3 with the loss. Pops 3 innings out of the pen, giving up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, and 2 homers. And Elaine Munstar, a third of an inning, giving up a 1 hit. Player of the game is Hester Reliable, who had the 4 for 5 line. And it's Dominic Burnside, who went 2 for 4, following him with another homer as well. And Pat Griffin had the quality start with 7 innings. He is the third-place finisher. All right, another win under our belts as we advance upwards. Another win. We are challenging for best record in the league against the Wide Loads, who I believe are at 13-2. We are at 12-2 currently. And we have the last 2 games of the season. Perfect. Let us sim up to those games and see what happened around the league. Look at player developments, set the lineup for the first game of the doubleheader, and call it a day. Jacks win 10-8 in their final game as they finish with a 3-13 record after being the runners-up last year to us. Moose win their finale against the Wild Pigs as they finished 6-10. Wild Pigs fall to 4-12. Nemesis finished the year at 6-10 with a win. Crocodons down to 9-7 as they do lose. So all the B-Wolves needed to do was win, and boy did they win. That is the tiebreaker over the Crocodons for the B-Wolves. They are in the playoffs, and the Crocodons are out as the Nemesis spoil their season. Moonstars rally to win 5-4 over the Sawtooth in that second game, knocking the Sawtooth down to 8-8. On the split, Moonstars fall to 7-9. They are out of playoff contention. All the Sirloins need to do is beat the last place Blowfish. And they do, moving themselves up to 8-8, but they will lose the tiebreaker to the Sawteeth. Herbisaurs beat the Hot Corners 7-3 as the Herbisaurs lock themselves into the playoffs at 10-6. So all the Hot Corners need to do are beat us in both of these doubleheader games, and they will clinch a playoff berth. If they split, they need to really beat our butts in one of them, because basically they need to sweep. If they get a split, they're not going to make it, and if they lose both, they're out. So right now, Hot Corners are playing for their last playoff spot. We're already in, obviously. We're the number 1 seed. No one can catch us. Our Herbisaurs are locked in. They're going to be the 3 seed. And then the Sawteeth are the other team that are fighting for the 4th place as well, because they have the tiebreaker over the Sirloins. So the Sirloins are out, Moonstars are out, Blowfish are out, Moose are out, and Wild Pigs are out. And in the Mega Conference, their 4 playoff teams are set. Wide Loads are going to be the 1 seed at 13-3. Overdogs will be the 2 at 10-6. Grapplers 10-6 will be the 3 seed. And the B-Wolves at 9-7 have the tiebreaker over the Crocodons. They will be the 4. That means the Platypi, Heaters, Buzzards, Nemesis, and Jacks are on the outside looking in. Really surprised at the Jacks. They were in the finals last year against us. They fought us to Game 3 and lost. And then next season they go 3-13. Yeah, the Jacks are just... That was a fluke. That was a big fluke. They have a negative 46 run differential, which is by far the worst in the entire league. Only the Wild Pigs are close, and that's negative 37, and they're 4-12, so... Yeah. Anyway, enough dawdling. Here's the preview for the pitching matchup next episode. Auguste Hoke, or Hokie, is going to be on the mound for the Hot Corners, 1-1 with a 4.61 ERA and a 1.90 WHIP. And for us, it is rookie Hedwig Lafayette. The stadium owner's daughter will make her final start at home in her family-owned ballpark. She is 1-1 with a 1.89 ERA and a 1 WHIP. Well, look around the league here real quick to see what roster moves were made. Buzzards signed Tony Orozco, cutting ace reliever Shea D. They also cut Alicia Woodrow, their ace, bringing in Latoya Lumberg as they missed the playoffs. Grump Everbright, they cut Bradley Bowler, replacing him with Grump Everbright. Okay. Garrett Peck is cut from the Wild Pigs, replaced by Layla Buckberger. Berger. Buster Biggs goes to the Platypi, cutting Ali Findair. Jack Sports is cut by the Heaters for Whopper Batsman, as all of them are playoff teams that have been eliminated from the playoffs. Colton Burnett, the rookie, gets plus 11 fielding. That's nice. He's now at 80 in that department. I've got a solid infield fielding-wise. Buzzards cut Rufus Zumar, their long reliever, for Mindy Marshwater. Huffley Buffler is cut by the Buzzards as well for Giovanni Reefkiller. Emilio Adoya goes to the Buzzards, replacing Buck Swiner. Platypi are cut Juice Jackson, replacing him with Alfonso Delgado. Moonstars also cut Camille Sosa, replacing her with Boris Bigsworth, the long reliever. Guste Jeterson cut by the Heaters for Trill Dangerfield. Grace Lupinovich cut by the Moose for Tater Rosas. Alright. That's a lot of roster moves for basically a lot of cutting. No teams signed anybody to beef up their roster. Those were all cuts made by teams that are already out of it. So, I don't know. Questionable decisions. Anyway, take a look at these player development options here. Ah, the one for Noel disappeared. Damn, I wanted to get that one. Okay. Well, let's see. What do we got? I already don't like these three, so I'm not going to do them. Don't like that one for Nixon, so we're going to pass on that one as well. I like this one for Para. He does need the accuracy. That's a nice one. It'll be here next time. And this one for Freeman. I could sacrifice some arm. I mean, he's a backup catcher. He doesn't really have an arm to begin with, so it's a cheap upgrade. Could improve his power and his speed a whole bunch if he land those lucky rolls. I think it's worth the risk. Both of these will be here next time, so I'll just get them next time out, and we'll see what the finale brings us. Let's set the lineup and call it a day. Alrighty, looking at the lineup, here's what it'll be. Pitts leads off at first base, locked in. And it's the catcher, Everett Ho, a little bit tired, but not affected by it. Center fielder Nico Jennings is locked in, batting third. Then back in the lineup is left fielder Martin Polbean, who is juiced. He got some time on the bench to think about where he's going, and he's ultra laser focused here in this first game. And this is batting fifth is the shortstop Hester Reliable, who's locked in after another home run. Batting sixth and DHing will be Bad Hot Brown, getting the start over McFreddy, who is tense. Batting seventh is the rookie third baseman Colton Burnett. Batting eighth, right fielder Dominic Burnside. And batting ninth and still tense is the second baseman Cole the Fishman Salmon. Might look to replace Ham Slamus, as I don't really see him fitting into our plans moving forward. I don't know if there's any middle infielders, specifically like a second baseman I can turn to. Maybe Bruno Adamo is the way to go. What will that do for our finances? That is plus 1.1. I don't know if I can make that move just yet. Definitely interested in signing him come the free agent moves for the offseason. And then, let's see, we also got Dexteras and Sports, which we can't do. They're way too expensive. We have Elijah Gobelson, who's just an absolute no. That is just a placeholder. Yeah, honestly, Adamo is really the only one I could see signing. Because there's like no infielders outside of Gobelson, who just sucks. And there's no utility. Dexteras is the only utility player left, and he's way too expensive. I might sign Adamo now, but I think I want to wait one more game and then just bring him in after the next game. So I think that's what I'll do. Alright, that'll do it for this episode, guys. It was a nice chill victory here. Game didn't really mean much for us as we were taking on the last place team. We crushed them 9-1, unsurprisingly. Extending our winning streak to 8 games. We are now 1 game away from beating our franchise record in wins, which is 12. If we win the next game, we are at 13. And then, of course, it's a doubleheader next episode, so we'll be taking on the Hot Corners twice. Big stakes for the Hot Corners. They need to win both games to make the playoffs. They can make it with a split, but they're going to need a really lopsided blowout win in one of the games to do so. So basically, it's sweep or you're out, basically. And we're just playing for pride. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, shout out to Uzumaki CM for the follow here on Twitch. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you made it this far in the video, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a review, leave a subscribe to the channel, you know? Help me out here. I appreciate everybody who does. Till next time, guys, this is the Nasty One, signing off.